Hi, my name's Conner Martell, and I drive for DirtFish Motorsports in the Red Bull GRC lights. The first race was more nerve-wracking than getting the call saying you're gonna drive. You know, I knew I'd put the hard training in and everything, but I didn't know what to expect.
You just wait for Keys to miss his braking point and then you would just get back by him.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
I was hoping just to make it to the final. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that know exactly what they're doing. They've been racing for years and I haven't done that. So the first race was pretty intense.
Back row, 5 places. It's pretty amazing. First GRC race of the season. You can't get much better.
First race of the season, we got podium. Me and the DirtFish team couldn't be happier. It's a big confidence booster.
But a seasoned driver's first podium. Make some noise for DirtFish's own Conner Martell.
Being the rookie, you know, just hoping to make it to the main event. But then going out and getting first and a second, I was more than excited. You know, it was unbelievable.
How about you bring it home to the checkered flag and you are a GRC Lights winner, buddy. Hell yeah. Nice job, bud. Oh, yeah! Woo! Hell yeah, Conner!
It set the tone for the season. I know that I have the speed, and so that's what we were looking forward to. I couldn't have done it without DirtFish. They've helped me through everything. All the training that I got beforehand, like, that's the only reason I did as good as I did, because they knew what needed to be done, I knew what needed to be done, so it all fell together and it went really well.
Before I started my first season in 2015, I went up to DirtFish and learned from the guys up there. They all know what they're doing. They're all professionals, and it was big because I got to use one of their lights cars. They have a practice lights car up there. I got to learn how to drive it. I got to know how it feels, all that stuff that a lot of people don't really have the opportunity of doing.
It was really, really helpful. I was in the car probably 3 times a week. We were able to test it with David Higgins. So it was really, really professional before the season started. All the way up until Seattle, the season was quite a roller coaster. We had a lot of parts break on the car. We've got penalties, we got taken out, just some unlucky stuff, and that's what Rallycross is, you know. There's definitely a lot of luck involved because anything can happen.
Keep it down.
Open the tab up.
Halfway through the season, we're sitting 3rd in the championship. I was doing better than I thought I would. I didn't really think of being in the championship this year, so the pressure definitely started boiling in. The team was always there behind me saying, it's all good, you know, everything's gonna be fine. It's just everyone's there for you, and that's what's awesome. And Michelle, the team manager, said she would, sit me down and we would have a talk, and she'd calm me down a little bit and get my head on straight and go back out for the next race. I had a good feeling about Seattle because we did a lot of testing there before the season started. David was going to be at the Seattle race, so me and him talked a lot, and everyone from DirtFish was going to be there. And I knew a lot of my friends that were going and stuff like that, so it was really cool to know that everyone was going to be there for me and James.
It was a big learning curve for me. I've been doing stage rally for a while, and came into Seattle having driven that lights car once, and it was just so cool having all those people out there supporting you, especially in my first race. I was really nervous going into it.
Going into the first heat, I won the second heat. We were way faster than everybody in qualifying and all that, and I was like, wow, this is really happening.
So I went into my first heat race and my second heat race and, just didn't pounce on some opportunities I had and ended up going to the LCQ, and it was wet as I went into the first corner and got tapped from behind a little bit and just went straight into the wall. And that was really disappointing, but we put down some good lap times over the weekend and proved I could be up there near the top. It was really cool coming back to the pits and having 30, 40 people from DirtFish there cheering you on. And
it made me have some more energy, and I was like, I can do this, I can win for all these people.
I got a good little pep talk by my head mechanic, and it kind of fired me up, and being able to race here at home is a big deal. Hopefully we can win a race.
The final finally came, and it was pouring rain, and I drive really good in the rain, so I was like, I know I can do this. Seeing everybody there wearing DirtFish apparel was really cool. The whole stands were filled. That was like the most people at any GRC event this year. Me and Andrew, my spotter, were talking. He was just trying to calm me down and say everything was going to be good and that you got this. And I went out there and got a 7-second gap, I think, and was able to hold it for the win.
Great weekend to have a win at home. The team managed to put together a great car, and when you put a great car in Connor's hands, he can beat anybody, and he's proven it today.
In LA, the season final, we started off good in practice, but we couldn't get a good setup, so we stayed pretty much the same speed as we did in practice. I had to go to the LCQ and just didn't make it, so that was quite a bummer.
After the Seattle race, in between then and LA, we got to do a lot of testing. I got a lot of seat time, got some instruction from the guys up there, and it definitely paid off in the end. Made it to the final on Saturday after a good qualifying and practice session. I ended up 7th place in the first final, and then Sunday put down some more great qualifying times and top 3 qualifying times, but actually got hit in the last chance qualifier and didn't make it to the final.
In the final, we were running in 3rd, going over the jump, last lap, last turn. Colin Braun came down and cut over and hit me and broke my steering. We weren't able to finish the race. For my rookie year, finishing 4th overall, I think I did pretty well. There was a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but I was on the podium 3 times and I was in top 5 a lot. This year's the year that I need to win the championship, and I'm really happy to be with DirtFish again this year, so I know that as a team we can do really well.